parade beginning. Maggie Kearns leading the Monaghan team and Teresa Swain leading the Laois team. At this point of the game, they would be very, very tense and excited, Maeve.
Yes, these are nervous moments for both teams because they're going to need to settle in straight away into the game, as neither team will be giving an inch to the other. Very nervous times for those players out there, and even the added extra of meeting President Robinson will probably add to that nervousness and heighten the occasion for them both, for both teams.
You're looking at the faces of the girls there. Some of them appear to be relaxed, others quite tense.
Yes, I'd imagine there's an intense concentration. All they're thinking about now is the game and getting that ball and putting that ball over the bar.
Connie Conway there, just going with a picture. A marvellous day for her again.
A marvellous day for her. Connie has been with this team since 1985, and she indeed will treasure this All-Ireland if she comes out with a medal from today.
Now, looking up at the support in this stand, when you were down there, would you say there's about equal parity from both sides, or would you say there's a larger crowd from the north?
Well, I would say that there's more of a support from the north, from Monaghan today. Laois seem to have half a dozen things on down there. There's a Laois men's game on, there's a county game on, and there's a lot of demands on the Laois supporters today. I'd imagine there's a larger crowd down there from Monaghan.
Now, having been down there and looked at the conditions, how do you feel the wind will bear up in today's game?
I think the wind isn't going to have as much of a significant factor as it had the last day. The wind is a low wind. I don't think it'll have much effect on today's game.
Well, Maggie Kearns and the whole Monaghan outfit certainly did what they did last week. They came down this morning. Laois travelled overnight, of course, and stayed in the West County. Brenda McInnesby there, very, very happy with the All-Stars. Were you sort of surprised over those All-Stars that were named along the lines that you expected, Maeve?
No, I wasn't surprised by the All-Stars. I think the All-Stars are picked from how players are playing throughout the year. It's from interprovincial games, from National League games throughout the year. And I think the All-Star team this year is a very fair team.
Will Laois be happy with their representation, would you imagine?
But I'd imagine, seeing as they probably feel that they should at least get one or two. We'll have to wait to see what replacements are given.
It's good to see Jack Bootman here today, isn't it?
It is indeed. It's great. Jack Bootman again. It's not his first time at a ladies' final, and Jack Bootman has indeed been a friend to ladies' football.
Well, the stage is coming to be set now. John Bruton himself, very relaxed looking. I'm sure he's glad to get a day off himself and to join in the festivities. There we have the Laois and Monaghan ladies coming very, very close to time. I'd say we're probably gone slightly over time in relation to the throw-in, but how good it is to see the coverage that RT are also giving this ladies football as the two teams make their way across towards the stand. I'm sure they will be looking up now, judging for themselves the huge support. Tense moments for them. Maggie Kearns looks very, very calm, as indeed do the whole full back line, Eileen McIlvany, Mairead Kelly and Audrey O'Reilly. Well, certainly we are looking at another prospective thriller. Many people around the country would have been surprised at the standard of the foot game the last day. Well, I'm afraid they're in for a lot of thirsty girl there. They're in for a lot more of this type of football in the years ahead, and hopefully it will get the publicity that it deserves. And certainly the following, as you can see, in all shapes, sizes and colours from Monaghan and Laois has been unbelievable. We make it roughly about 2 minutes away from the start of what hopefully will be one of the best All-Ireland finals we will see in Croke Park, and certainly crowd-wise the numbers are way up. The pipe band very, very happy with the condition of the ground. I'm sure no muck out of the day. In Croke Park, of course, itself, you can see the flags waving in the wind. To the credit to the groundsman here, because it certainly is in great shape. In 2 weeks' time here, we will have the American football, of course, where there will be an influx of people from right throughout the USA making their presence felt here for this big American football game. Maeve, the coverage in the media, of course, as well as television, has been fantastic. Looking at all the papers, even up your own country, give a great coverage.
Yes, indeed. Coverage has really improved for this game, and I think of all years, this year ladies football has really come into the public domain and been recognised for the game that it is and how high a class is being played. And we're indeed delighted that such great coverage is being given to the ladies football.
Now, would you say the crowds are getting bigger with every year that goes by? Are more people becoming aware of it?
Yes, the awareness of ladies football is growing and growing, as the game itself is growing and growing. Indeed, it's getting gradually, the coverage is improving, and gradually more awareness is coming into everybody's minds.
Now, right up picture, we see the Laois girls in a huddle and the Monaghan girls in a huddle, and certainly our own Ian about to be played. But for these, the referee standing to attention, Nicky White, looking forward to another, hopefully, very, very exciting game. The tricolour blowing in the wind. the stage is set, and Monaghan and Laois go into position. The teams lining out as follows. In goals for Monaghan, Anna Gavin, Ahabog. Full back line, Eileen McElvanny, Maureen Kelly and Audrey O'Reilly. The half back line sees Anita O'Reilly going back, number 5 from midfield the last day. Brenda McInnesby moving to half back at number 6 and Katrina Brady at number 7. The full back on the midfield, Ginny Greenan and Linda Farrelly. Half forward line, Maggie Kearns, Angela Larkin and Michelle Murphy. Full forward line, Linda Gartland, Diane Dempsey and Lorraine Connolly. Laois lining out as the last day, Teresa Swain in goals. Referee Nikki White of Wexford about to throw in the ball. Teresa Swain in goals, Liz Keogh, Liz Lukeman and Max Phelan. The full back line, half back line, Alice Brennan, Anna Connolly and Claire Casey. Midfield, Mary Casey, Lulu Carroll, Mary Keogh, Linda Brennan, Mary Kirwin, Connie Conway, Sue Ramsbottom and Margaret Brennan as referee throws the ball in, and the 1996 Irish Bank Ladies Football Senior Championship final replay is on, and first to break away are Laois. Going into the danger zone is number 15, Margaret Brennan. Margaret Brennan lets the ball out to the girl on the 40, Linda Brennan from Crettyard. She played at number 6, imagine, in the semi-final, All-Ireland semi-final. She's a student in Carlow RTC, and Linda kicks in a high, probing, dangerous ball, bobbing in around the goal mouth, breaking down in there, nicely grabbed in there and fetched away by the Monaghan corner back. She gets it out the field to where we have coming for the Ginny Greenan. Ginny Greenan played a marvellous game the last day, down to Angela Larkin, the Carrick Macross girl. Angela Larkin from Carrick. She's doing sports and leisure up in Newry. She was centre half forward in last year's final. She's nicknamed Baby, and she also holds an All-Ireland soccer medal, believe it or not. Tough day ahead of Liz Lukeman. She knows all about it, but she's roving at the moment. The ball kicked in by Ginny Greenan. Up go the hands, grabbing for it. Driven forward again. Well, it's caught by the full forward. Nicely picked up by Diane Dempsey. A great ball across. Can there be a score here? Oh, a great shot and a great save from the boot of Linda Gartland. Saved by Teresa Swain, and certainly that was a great chance, but here we see it again, coming inside, turning onto her right foot. A great ball across by Diane Dempsey, turning onto her right foot, Linda Gartland, and what a save by Teresa Shiner Swain. Well, she was lady of the tournament, of the match the last day, and certainly she is starting off in great fashion again. Shiner really, because of her red hair and the sun beaming on it, apparently that's why she's got the nickname. Ball back into the centre of the field again. Hands go grabbing for it. Deep out from goal is Margaret Brennan, and Margaret Brennan gets it inside, but in there and coming out for it is Audrey O'Reilly. Audrey O'Reilly driving it out towards the middle of the park again, going for it and picking it up again. This girl is handling quite a bit of ball in the early stages. Margaret Brennan from Crettyard. Little Mags full of running activity. Mags' shot is blocked down by Brenda McInnesby, and Brenda McInnesby's shot goes down to the left and over the sideline. It'll be a sideline ball for Laois to be taken by Linda Brennan. The student in the RTC in Carlow drives it in out to the left and gone wide. Well, certainly she won't be too happy with that, Linda Brennan. The Laois squad, of course, have trained again since the actual drawn game a number of times, and their team trainer, Pat Ryan, of course, he trained Ballyroan to win a senior title in 1992 after a lapse of 42 years. Can he be the man to bring the title back to Laois for the first time ever? Imagine having been beaten in 6 finals, having played in 7, ball up the field again. And what a great bit of stuff this Baby Larkin is. Baby Larkin gets the ball upfield again. Down it comes towards the sideline, heading down towards the sideline. Nicely picked up there by the roving Diane Dempsey from Rockcurry. She turning onto her right foot, tearing up the sideline, being followed by Liz Lukeman, giving her the dummy and kicking a marvellous high probing ball inside. Out comes Shiner. Shiner breaks it down, doesn't rightly see, but into the hands of the number 12. A great fist pass inside. A chance of a score here. Could it be a goal? Yes, indeed. What a score! Marvellous score. Out she comes. How happy she would be. She turned onto her right foot. Bang! Into the back of the net. And Michelle Murphy, live from the Pat Kenny show last night. The fans go berserk. Into the back of the net. She'll be happy. There's the pass inside from Michelle Murphy. Into the back of the net. Great goal. And certainly exciting moments here in the very early stages. We make it exactly 3.5 minutes gone. 1-1 for Monaghan. No score for Laois. No, ball kicked inside again. Up go the hands, grabbing for it. A push on the back in there by Diane Dempsey. And a very, very good score there, Maeve.
Yes, indeed. An absolutely dream start for Monaghan here. But they do seem to be absolutely getting in on that ball, getting straight to the ball. And their passes, every pass is going right. And you can see no scores have gone wide. They've all been kept in play, or they've gone over the bar or under the bar.
Very, very important next 5 minutes now for Laois to try and stay in the game here at this stage.
Yes, Laois will have to settle down and have to make sure they don't waste any ball, and they'll really have to settle down and get back into this game.
One of the Laois players lying down on the ground there at the moment seem to be holding, I think it looks like the corner forward actually, Margaret Brennan holding the, let's hope that it's nothing serious, but she certainly has been playing quite a bit of ball in these early stages.
Yes, she's been winning the ball up front for them and carrying it in. She'll be a big loss if I'm sure she'll be well able to play on.
And Michelle Murphy from Monaghan Harps is certainly leading by example. Her appearance on the Pat Kinney show wouldn't have done her any harm last night.
It certainly doesn't seem to have affected her scoring ability anyway.
Well, she'd be very, very happy with that, having settled down her team. And Michelle Murphy, of course, herself is from Monaghan Harps, as we said. Was number 2, imagine, last year's final, and she's a coach coordinator with Monaghan Harps. She's actually involved in 66 primary schools and 11 secondary schools, so in fairness, that's a lot of time. Yes, the corner forward seems to be good, up on her feet again, and certainly Margaret Brennan from Ballyadams. She's played in all 6 finals, of course. She has her own country store, and she's up, and thanks be to God, everything is okay again as Baby Larkin moves forward again. This certainly is a player who's leading by example. She's driving downfield again. This roving forward, Diane Dempsey, certainly is proving a handful for Liz Lukeman, even though she's trying to follow her. A nice ball back out to Linda Gartland. Linda Gartland gets it inside to Linda Farley. Farley going on to her left leg, calling a lovely ball, but going out to the left and gone wide. Linda Farley played that nicely across, but a good pass from Diane Dempsey, who's doing quite a lot of running, and a great bit of work there as well by Linda. The ball is kicked out again by Teresa Swain, out to the centre of the field, broken down by Jenny Green, and a push on the back as it was by one of the Laois players, Mary Casey from Timahoe. Jenny Green about to take it, referee Nicky White moving slightly out of the way, ball back in the thick of the action again. Hands grabbing for it, Laois now bursting forward. Oh, nice play by the centre half back. She gets it out towards the centre of the field, and down it comes again. And this number 12 for Laois is covering Mary Kirwan, who came into the side. Of course, she's only 15 years of age. She's covering a lot of ground. Out comes Linda Brennan from Crettyard. She's fouled by Brenda McInespy. Brenda McInespy's husband, of course, Vincent, is in America today, but baby Ryan, I'm sure, is in the stand. Mary Casey gets the ball downfield. Oh, into the hand of the danger woman, Sue Ramsbottom, Lieutenant Ramsbottom, studying computer studies at the moment, up in Galway, based in Athlone in the army, breaks it down inside, nicely grabbed by the number 12, blocked down into the hands of the goalie, the competent Ahabog girl, Anna Gavin. Anna Gavin gets it out to her number 7, Katharina Brady, 17-year-old Katharina Brady, to Brenda McInespy. Brenda McInespy foul, referee says play on. Ball coming out, and Maggie Brennan coming out there again for it. Picked, handled on the ground there, flaked away, but that's from within the rules. Margaret Cadden certainly playing marvellous football, really giving it everything, isn't she?
Yes, indeed. This is very exciting stuff here that's happening here, and they're really getting into it. Laois really need to settle down and get a score at this early stage of the game to combine in and get a score in there over the bar.
Now Claire Casey kicking this one inside. Anybody in there, the full back going for it. Sue Ramsbottom going for it, touching Sue's hands, I would say, at the end. And referee Nicky White agrees with his linesman as Sue comes back out. I'm sure if she could even put up half of the kind of performance that she put up last week, well, she would be very, very happy with that indeed. She would dearly love to win this. She has played a lot of football for Laois over the years. As out comes Anna Gavin. Anna Gavin, of course, her father is vice chairman or vice president of the Ulster Council, out towards the sideline, but taken out over the sideline by Anita O'Reilly. And not happy with that at all is the corner forward, Linda Gartland. But I'm sure, Linda, you might have something to smile about before the game is over if your team can stay in front the way there at the moment. Kicked in by Linda Brennan. Linda Brennan gets it inside. But what a marvellous fetch in there by Jenny Green, and she's certainly having a marvellous game from Ahabog as well, but only out as far as the Laois number 5, Alice Brennan from Crettyard. And the Crettyard woman gets it inside, but grabbed inside by one of the Monaghan players, out to the number 8, Linda Farrelly. And Linda Farrelly driving out towards the far touchline. Where we have coming for it is Lorraine Connolly, one of the replacements on today's Monaghan side. Gets it inside to Baby Larkin from Carrickmacross, and Baby Larkin gets it back out to Linda Farrelly. Linda Farrelly gets it downfield again, where we're coming out for it now. Lorraine Connolly from Monaghan Harps. She loses it though, and nicely picked up by Liz Keogh from Crettyard. Liz Keogh gets it up the field. A good driving, relieving clearance by Lulu Carroll. Up it goes towards the Monaghan number 5, and well held by Anita O'Reilly from Monaghan Harps. Anita gets it downfield again. Coming for it is Maggie Cadden, the team captain. What a little ball of fire Maggie is. Maggie, she's down injured. Let's hope that it's not too serious. Maggie Cadden, she's a housewife, of course. She tells us that her favourite footballer is Mary Jo Curran from Kerry, but hopefully she'll be up on her feet now very, very shortly. One of the Laois players looking on very anxious. Maggie's up on her feet, and she says her biggest ambition is to lift the Brendan McCartan Cup this year, and she has 2 little family. She's a little girl, Michelle, who's 8, and McCartan, who's 2, so hopefully she'd like to be putting those into the cup this evening. She's back again. The time gone in the game. We make it exactly 9 minutes almost. 1-1 for Monaghan. Still no score for Laois. Look at that look on the face of Mags Field, and she's having a clinker in there. She gets the ball downfield again. Hands come grabbing for it. grabbed nicely by the Laois number 12, Mary Kerwin from Shanahoe. She gets it inside again to Margaret Brennan, and Margaret Brennan is driving in. Her son Aidan up on the stand, I'm sure. She gets into Sue Ramsbottom driving forward again onto her left leg. She'll surely get Laois's first score here. And could it be a goal? No, it's over the bar. First score coming for Sue Ramsbottom after exactly 9 minutes and 25 seconds of the second half. It's 1-1 Monaghan. Laois 1 point, and that score certainly was a vital one. When she gets the ball into her hand, Maeve, she certainly can do it.
Yes, she's the hardest player in the country at the moment to mark, and she really is so accurate and so strong when she gets in there, and that's a vital score for Laois at this stage. They really needed that score.
That may settle them now, but Laois, Monaghan are on the attack once again, and what an outfit this Monaghan team, looking very, very fit. Marvellous work, of course, done by Des Patton in to Diane Dempsey from Rockcurry, 17 years of age. Diane Dempsey turning onto her right foot. Remember, coming into today's game, she had scored 5 goals and 24 points. Or 4 goals and 33 points rather. She's top scorer. She's a bit of a comedian, they tell me, and her favourite band are REM. Teresa Swain getting it out of the field again, pushing the back there on Margaret Max Phelan, and it's going to be Linda Gartland is being penalised for that. Referee Nikki White being kept quite busy up and down the field as it goes so for ball back into the action in the thick of it, and the centre half back Brenda McInnesby, she's the all-star, one of the 5 all-stars in this Monaghan team, gets it down to Baby Larkin down to Linda Gartland. 19-year-old Gartland gets it inside where brought to the ground is number 13, yes indeed, Linda Gartland, brought to the ground by Anna Connolly. Linda Gartland is down there on the ground as we speak. Linda, number 18, in last year's final, she was third sub. She's in the action this year. You can see what happened again. She was just coming for it, brought to the ground. No doubt about that. Good refereeing decision by referee Nikki White. But Linda Gartland herself was a sub in last year's All-Ireland playing team, and she also holds a silver medal in the community games for 800 metres, so she's quite an active lassie and could stay going all day. She has come in instead of Voring Quigley. She was actually injured the last day, May, wasn't she, Voring Quigley?
Yes, indeed. Voring Quigley would be one of the better forwards, one of Monaghan's top forwards, and would be one of their top scorers for the year. So Linda Gartland is actually in because Voring Quigley is injured at the moment.
Great chance now coming up here for Angela Larkin. Angela Baby Larkin makes no mistake about it, and she waves that fist to the crowd. A very, very good score. The umpire puts up his flag. The crowd wave their flags. 1-2 for Monaghan, 1 point for Laois, and we make it exactly 11 minutes and 46 seconds gone here in Croke Park. A very, very good score again, Maeve.
Yes, indeed, and Monaghan are making sure that they take their chances. And this has indeed been a very good game. Monaghan are getting stuck in, and they're playing as they played in the semi-final.
Driving upfield again, Maggie Cairns still going forward onto her left foot. She sends a probing, dangerous ball inside, grabbed inside by Liz Lookman. A great fetch by Liz Lookman, the nurse who's up in Belfast, travelled down quite a bit for training and put in marvellous work with the Keogh sisters, and of course with Brendan as well. A good kick down the field, the ball comes, up they go, grabbing for it, and a marvellous fetch there by the Monaghan full-back. Maureen Kelly gets it outfield into the hands of, heading towards the sideline, but kept in play, no Mags. Margaret Brennan, Margaret Phelan tipping it out over the sideline, but being fouled as she did so again by Linda Gartland, and this one taken by Martine again, Margaret again, down to her number 12, Mary Kerwin. Mary Kerwin gets it inside, but back there again, covering the Monaghan defence, doing very, very well indeed in these early moments of the game here in Croke Park. Driving upfield now, Lulu Carroll from Timahoe, the girl who scored the goal the last day, in to Margaret Brennan. Margaret Brennan fisting it back out again to Lulu Carroll, gets a dangerous ball inside, but is grabbed in there by the Monaghan fullback Maureen Kelly. She's leading by example. She's having every ball that's come her way. She's grabbed it so far, and to the roving deep Lorraine Connolly. Lorraine Connolly playing way out. She's only 18 years of age. She was number 19 last year. She was in the minor winning team of 94. She's playing very well back there as well. Ball driven out to the centre again, where the hands are grabbing for it. It's being grabbed there by the Monaghan number 7, Katharina Brady from Ahabog. She was number 17 last year herself, but Connie Conway judged to have pulled it as well, and referee is actually going to hop the ball. That's what he's doing, going to hop the ball. Nicely grabbed by the Monaghan number 9, Linda Farrelly from, or Jenny Greenan rather. Referee judges a foul on one of the Laois players to be taken here by the centre half forward Linda Brennan. RTC student in Carlow doesn't get it right this time, and certainly those kind of chances certainly will have to be taken by Laois if they're to entertain any hope, especially looking at the way Monaghan are playing at the moment.
Yes, Laois are really starved of the ball up there in the forwards, and they need to take every single chance they can get because they really haven't got the same amount of possession as Monaghan up front.
Ball coming out now in again into the hands of the Monaghan number 8, Linda Farrelly. Linda Farrelly getting it out over the sideline. It'll be a Laois kick in to be taken by their number 5, Alice Brennan from Crettyard, daughter of Paddy, of course, who was a great Laois under-21 player, and she works for Brendan Dowling Accountancy for him in Carlow, but she's returning to do an MA, they tell me. Yes, a good kick, a high probing ball again coming into the danger zone, broken down, and look who's in there at the end of that move is Sue Ramsbottom, just a little bit too far out for her to head straight for goal. She's about to be fouled. She takes her kick, and this looks like it's gone out to the right and gone wide, and certainly Sue not happy with that at all, Maeve.
No, she won't be happy with that, and again, I think the Laois really need to use more of their forwards. Sue there could have passed it out. She was under a lot of pressure. Mind you, she does have a very good shot, but Laois forwards, all the Laois forwards need to get into this game and start scoring scores.
Kick out coming out again to the centre of the field, and again it's all Monaghan here, grabbed again by Ginny Greenan. Ginny Greenan with the long flowing hair, and she's certainly having a marvellous game in these early stages. We can tell you there's 15 and a half minutes gone here in Croke Park on Sunday, October 20th, 1996. Diane Dempsey roaming out from goal. A right-legged kick heading straight and through, gone over the bar. Another marvellous score from the roving Rockcurry woman at full forward, Diane Dempsey, certainly leading by example. You can see how she's hyped up. 1-3 for Monaghan, 1 point for Laois, and exactly 16 minutes got. See the way she comes in here, Maeve.
Yes, indeed, she's having a terrific game herself. Both Angela Larkin and Diane Dempsey, both of them are combining really well in there, and she's having a terrific game here and taking her scores every time.
Maggie Cadden's now back with the action again. She fists it back to Baby Larkin. Maggie Cadden's going forward again. Des Patton will be happy with the performance so far, as will Mickey Morgan and Mickey McKeown. Ball coming back out again. A nice fist pass across towards the number 13, Linda Gartland. Linda Gartland is on Oliver. He's back to Dempsey. Dempsey well blocked down by Liz Luckman. Liz Luckman doesn't have the pace for this Dempsey girl, but she's certainly trying to keep her beside her as best she can. McInnesby coming up deep in again to the number 13, a dangerous probing ball, fisted down inside, but Teresa Swain is out to cover it, picking it up nicely off the ground. A nice fist pass out to our centre half back, Anna Connolly, whose father of course works with the AIB, the sponsors, and it only comes again as far as Anita O'Reilly, gets it inside towards the full forward line again, but all alone there is Margaret Phelan, and Margaret Phelan gets it down the sideline, pulled on there by the Monaghan number 2. Look how far up Eileen McElvanny has come. She gets it into Linda Gartland, and Linda Gartland from the Enniskeane Club gets it inside again to very, very bad chance gone a begging there, but certainly Linda Gartland won't be happy with that. She was right in front of goal, and again they're still in the driving seat, though. This is one she should have put over. We watch it here again.
Yes, again there we see her combining there with Margaret Kearns, and that's one the Monaghan should have put over. I hope they don't put up the same number of wides as they did the last day.
Well, that is certainly a very, very true point there. Where the leg in there, Nikki White of Wexford says it's a free for Longford for putting the boot in there, and the number 5 for Monaghan will take this, Anita O'Reilly. No, Anita O'Reilly's leaving it actually to Ginny Greenan. Ginny Greenan gets it upfield to her midfield partner Linda Farley, who tries to get it across towards the number 12, Michelle Murphy, the Pat Kenny superstar. Going for it now, though, and picking it up is the Laois number 5, Alice Brennan. Quite a lot of Crettyard people on this particular Laois team, well picked up by the Monaghan number 4, Audrey O'Reilly from Carrickmacross. She was full back last year. She gets it downfield again, gets her team on the attack, but again back there covering is the Laois number 12, Mary Kirwan. She's only, imagine, 15 years of age, the youngest player out there on the field today, and certainly for her a big occasion. Downfield now, leading by example, Mary Casey, 22-year-old from Timahoe, but out comes McInnesby, epitomising what football is all about. Brenda McInnesby gets it down to Linda Gartland, and certainly she's proving why she has won a medal at community games for actual sprinting and 800 metres, because she's like a little greyhound. She's running all over the field. Back to Baby Larkin. Baby Larkin floats another high, great looking kick. Is it good enough this time? And Baby Larkin's kick off the crossbar and over the bar. She certainly is having a marvellous game so far. She really and truly is. 1-4 to 1 point, 18 minutes and 50 seconds gone. The crowd showing their appreciation, how happy they are, the Monaghan fans. We see it again coming in here. She decides to pass it first, comes back, looks up, gets the goals in her sights, and bang over the bar. She's playing a marvellous game as it hits off the crossbar, isn't she, Maeve?
Yes, indeed, Monaghan are really combining well up there. Again, you saw Lindy Gartland handle it into Angela Larkin, and a marvellous point from her.
Now Connie Conway, her first taste of the ball. Connie Conway, who's certainly given years of absolute pleasure and joy to Laois fans and lots of heartache to herself, but she's still battling that touch chance here for the Laois number 12. She goes inside. Mary Cowan shoots out to the right and again gone wide. Mary Cowan, you can see her age, she's just 15. A big occasion for her today, Maeve, at 15 years of age.
Yes, only two 15-year-olds on the game, on the field today, and a big occasion for her. And as I said already, Laois really need to put those scores over. They're only 1 point up on the scoreboard. They're going to need some more.
Yes, Connie Conway looks to be down. Hopefully she's not in any serious pain, but she's certainly holding her left shoulder. And Connie, who has played in all of the 7 finals, this will be actually the 8th final now that Laois have been playing, and they were beaten, of course, as you know, in 6 All-Ireland finals. Over the years, they were beaten in 1985 by Kerry up in Croke Park, or in Parky Creef, 88 by Kerry, 90 by Kerry, 91 and 92 by Waterford, again in 93 by Kerry. Well, over there, we see what's happening. Just as she kicked it across the goal, well, we don't rightly see, but she seemed to maybe to go over on her leg. But this is the chance coming up again. They went astray here from young Mary Cowan, very, very closely, just barely out to the right. And certainly the crowd getting great value for money today. Entertainment-wise, it has been very, very good. As Anna Gavin about to come out again, we've got about 9.5 minutes to half-time. And Monaghan in the driving seat, leading by 1-4 to 1 point. A chance now for Laois inside. They have an extra player here, but they've fumbled it inside. Maureen Kelly's back there. Lying on the ball is Margaret Brennan, and she's down on the ball. Referee here coming in. He's debating what he's going to do. He's looking in at the defenders, and he's going to hop the ball. Nikki White of Wexford is going to hop the ball. Now back it comes again to Lulu Carroll, back to Mary Casey, and again Laois are really and truly kicking this game away, Maeve.
Yes, I mean, the last day Laois took the few chances they got, and that's what kept them in the game. Today they've had how many wide so far? 4 wide so far. They really can't afford those sort of wides, especially on the amount of possession they're getting up front.
Up they go for it. Oh, nicely fetched out here by the Laois number 8, Mary Casey. Mary Casey is fouled. Referee says take it quickly, which she does. Into Sue. Sue goes for goal, but Sue gets the point. Good point from Sue Ramsbottom. That coming after exactly 21.5 minutes of the first half. Monaghan won 4, Laois 2 points. Now a difference of 2 points between the sides. But every time that ball is kicked in towards Sue Ramsbottom, she just turns around, she paces herself nicely, and when she gets that goal inside, certainly she makes no mistake. And the number 12 here now for Laois, Mary Cowan, the 15-year-old, certainly playing her heart out, getting it inside to her number 15, Margaret Brennan, and Margaret Brennan getting it across to Lulu Carroll, the scorer of that amazing goal here 2 weeks ago. Could this be one again? No, heading out to the left, and again, oh, Connie Conway brings down the goalie as she goes in there. Didn't mean that much. She says Gomalesh Gale, she says, near Ref Sheshin Rintina Gum Eshin Yenev Gomalesh Gale, as Connie comes back out again. You can see here just what happened again. Connie was just going for the ball. Well, the goalie didn't see her coming, and certainly to be disappointing for Connie Conway if they're to lose again today, won't it, mate?
Yes, indeed. As I said, Connie Conway and Margaret Brennan are the only players here that have been here since 1985, and they indeed will really want to win this game.
Ball heading out over the sideline again, where we have going back to pick it up is the Monaghan number 5, Katarina Brady from Ahabog. Katarina, a student in St. Louis. No, it's actually Anita O'Reilly, Anita O'Reilly, who's a student. Anita O'Reilly, she's 20 years of age. They tell me she breeds racing turkeys. She works for Smithborough group up there, but they tell me she's very fast. Baby Larkin driving forward again. Certainly these are like a bunch of racing turkeys today. Whatever stuff Baby Larkin has taken anyway, she certainly is super fit. This whole Monaghan outfit are a credit to Des Patton, Mickey Morgan and Michael McKeown, and the year of painstaking work they have done certainly is paying off at the moment. Can they maintain that? Back comes the ball to Linda Gartland. Linda Gartland gets it inside, but it's into Teresa Swain. The kick, poor kick in there from the Monaghan forwards into the goalie, and Teresa Swain certainly is playing her heart out in goals again. But Monaghan, it's all Monaghan at the moment. We've played 23 minutes and 35 seconds. The ball heading down towards the number 12 for Monaghan, Michelle Murphy. A nice pass inside to Baby Larkin. Angela Larkin onto her right foot. Carrick McCross will be celebrating for the month of this if she takes the cup back there tonight. Kick in again, dangerous, but again this Swain girl, Shiner Swain, is having a blinder in there. Out to Liz Lukeman, the nurse in Belfast. Oh, Liz Lukeman leaving it dangerously on the ground behind her. Kicks it back again, where we have coming for it now. Another Laois player picking it off the ground very, very nicely. Claire Casey, who's of course the cousin of Mary at midfield, and getting it downfield towards Ramsbottom, who's come way outfield now, and Sue trying to drive downfield again. Certainly bringing her out to midfield now is going to take away the threat of her around the forward line, isn't it, Maeve?
Yes, Monaghan won't be sorry to see Sue Ramsbottom moving out of that danger area, that full forward, where she's so deadly at getting goals.
Ball heading out over the sideline. We've played 24 and a half minutes exactly. Don't see any changes as of yet. The scoreboard reads 1-4 for Monaghan, 2 points for Laois, a difference of 5 points. The wind possibly might be aiding Laois, slightly blowing down the field, if any. Now the ball into the centre half forward, Linda Brennan. Turning onto her right foot is Linda Brennan. Going for the point. This looks like to be a better kick than the last number that were kicked, is it? Yes, indeed. The goalie says wide, but the umpire says over the bar, and Linda Brennan has put up on the scoreboard the 3rd point for Laois. Laois 3 points, Monaghan 1-4. 25 minutes exactly played. She turns nicely onto her right foot, and watch the way she follows through. The punt kick, beautiful follow through, and an excellent score, straight and true between the posts. A vital score for her and for the team at this stage.
Yes, absolutely. It brings them just 3 points between the teams now, which is nothing in a game like this. Is so tight between both teams. That's just what they needed to keep them in the game.
Well, Audrey O'Reilly from Carrick Macross not a bit happy with the pulling there. She said she was pulled by Connie Conway. Well, Audrey, of course, from Carrick Macross, she works in the local credit union. She tells me her favourite position is actually number 3. Monaghan, of course, 1992 All-Ireland Junior Champions, 1994 Minor Champions. Jenny Green, and how well she's playing. Nikki White awarding a free out for a foul by Claire Casey, or by Mary Casey rather, from Timahoe. And there's Sue Ramsbottom. She's disappointed at this stage, but of course in ladies football, time can be a long time ticking, and certainly Monaghan now would be needing to be getting a score again, because the ball has been down around the least part of the Linda Gartland coming upfield now, driving upfield but being harassed. This girl epitomises to me what football is all about. Mags Phelan, she's the daughter of Mick, of course, who played in the 50s, and she's playing a marvellous game, but brought to the ground at the moment. There we see Mags in shot again. Certainly she epitomises. She's never stopped, never said die attitude, and Nita already doing the same on the other side as well. But it's a free up here. The crowd don't like that. It's a free up for Laois to be taken by Lulu Carroll. Margaret Brennan has gone back into position, but this free to be taken by Lulu Carroll. Kicked in quickly. Out it comes again to the Monaghan midfielder, the Monaghan number 8, Linda Farley. Linda Farley up to Margaret Cairns from Ahabog. Margaret Cairns driving upfield again, where we have a chance here for the Monaghan number 15 to go and have a great covering by the Laois number 2, Liz Kehoe. Liz Kehoe, I suppose, from Cretty Yard. She's the clinical officer with Avonmore and Kildare. Ball now coming out to Anita O'Reilly from Monaghan Harp, the Turkey operative, number 8 she wore the last day, from Ballinode. Back it comes to Garton, Linda Garton, a lovely ball into the Danger Dempsey, and Danger Dempsey, Dixie Dynamite Dempsey going forward again. She's fouled by Liz Lukeman, creating all sorts of problems. A very, very dangerous full forward, this Diane Dempsey, Maeve.
Yes, indeed, and she's having an absolutely marvellous game there. She's getting out past her player and getting away from her player.
Well, she's Baby Larkin now getting the goals in her side. Up she comes. The punt kick again. She follows through. This looks to be another absolutely beautiful kick from Angela Larkin. Well, what can we say? She played at number 11 last year. She holds an All-Ireland soccer medal, 1-5 to 3 points in favour of Monaghan, but she has scored up to the last game we had here. She had scored a total of 5 goals and 28 points in 10 games. That is fair scoring. Jenny Greenan driving the ball upfield again. Jenny certainly very, very fit. How this Monaghan team have kept ticking over, and another marvellous score for Monaghan, and now Monaghan really are in overdrive. 1-6 for Monaghan, 3 points for Laois, 28 minutes and 5 seconds gone. Jenny Greenan coming through, bouncing the ball up onto her toe with her left leg, up on the ground again, a bounce, left leg, a beautiful curling shot. There you see it, straight and through over the bar. She's having a blinder.
Yes, indeed, you can see why Jenny Greenan she's had an all-star every year since she was 16 years of age, and you can see just why there now.
Imagine that, an all-star every year since she was 16 years of age. Sue Ramsbottom, 3 all-stars. Sue is going right through her. She's going to go for goal. Leg up. It will be a penalty, I would imagine. Here it seemed to be inside the small square, mate.
Yes, indeed, that looks like a penalty to me. I think if 2 players tackling, hit on the leg, anything you want to say, any reason for a penalty.
Here we see it again. She is driving forward. They know that she's the danger. They know she's the danger just as she kicks, well, it's debatable enough. We will see it again. The block went down to block it possibly. It's a hard one to call, but it's probably the way she went down.
Well, the way she went down, but I would also say the two players were tackling her, and that is a foul in ladies football.
Here comes the kick from Lulu Carroll. Can she do it? Lulu Carroll has gone over the bar. Well, that's certainly a big let off as we just come 29 minutes and 13 seconds gone here. The crowd, the Monaghan crowd, very happy with that. A big let off from Monaghan coming up to half time. So the score remains Monaghan 1-6, Laois 4 points. Well, certainly that would have been a vital score going in at half time, Maeve.
Yes, indeed. Laois could have really done with a goal. If a goal had been there, all that pressure they've put on for the last few minutes would have really put them back into the driving seat.
Coming very close to half time now, and again Monaghan driving upfield, and Maggie Carnes driving forth. They have the overlap here. They have two extra players. Jenny Green has gone inside. She's going to go for her point here again, possibly. She loses her balance, turning onto her left leg. She thought there was a teammate coming. It was one of the Laois players she passed it to, and away come Laois again in the form of Lulu Carroll. Lulu Carroll driving upfield now. Lulu from Timahoe. She's a family pub, more nets in Durrow. Into Ramsbottom again. She's dangerous. She's going forward. Is she foul? Referee is very far away from the play that he's not so sure. Sue drives another probing shot again. Will goalie well held by Anna Gavin, and certainly Laois have been putting pressure on here in the last 5 minutes, but Anna Gavin remaining tight in there. Back comes the ball to Linda Brennan, but she fists it back out to one of the Laois players. Gets it now anyway, and it's in the hands of Mary Kerwin, the young 15-year-old. Back to Linda Brennan. Linda Brennan gets it low inside towards who's coming for it, Connie Conway. The strong Connie Conway, left-legged drive from Connie Conway. Good vital score from Connie Conway. That coming exactly on half-time, 30 minutes and 37 seconds. It's 1-6 for Monaghan, 5 points for Laois, and Connie Conway certainly playing her heart out. That just makes it once. There's only 4 points between the sides now, and certainly it just goes to show. Here comes the score again. Nice pass inside into the hands of Connie Conway. Left-legged drive, powerful drive over the bar, and certainly it's all to play first still. The ball kicked in towards the Monaghan goalkeeper again. She's been kept quite busy in these last number of minutes, and certainly Laois are going to rue all those misses they had in that first half.
Yes, indeed, those 3-4 points that went wide for Laois, they're really piling on the pressure here, and they really need to keep taking the scores to stay in this game. Monaghan have been out of the game for a little while the last while. There we have another wide from Laois. They're going to regret that one.
Well, referee Nicky Brennan looking at his watch. Sue is down on her knees, hands on her knees. She's exhausted at this stage possibly, but disappointed probably more than exhausted with the way things have gone for them. Exactly 31 and a half minutes gone. Referee allowing for some injury time as the ball is into the hands of Jenny Green, and referee blows for the half-time whistle, having played exactly 31 minutes and 40 seconds. The Laois players and Monaghan players and mentors come in from that field, and they'll certainly be heading towards the dressing rooms now, and I'm sure that the Laois mentors, this half-time score is 1-6 to 5 points in favour of Monaghan, and that's 9 points to 5, and certainly Des Patton and his charges, Mickey McKeown and Mickey Morgan have something to say, as indeed will Pat Ryan and his co-selectors Antoinette Brennan Keeley and Mary Ramsbottom. But here we have the penalty kick again. It was a great kick, but just that bit too much of height and straight over the bar. Well, it's all to play for in the second half, and certainly the crowd have been enjoying it. We'll be back with you very, very shortly for the second half. Second half about to begin. We have a substitute in for Laois. She's the number 23 for Laois. Sinead Kelly from Timahoe, and she's going into Mark Katrina Brady. Referee looking at his watch. The second half of the All-Ireland Senior Ladies Championship final about to begin. Laois 5 points, Monaghan 1-6. It's all to play for. Stopwatch goes. Game is up, back on, and Laois are forced to break away in this half. Well, certainly, I'm sure that both sets of mentors would have had a good chat with their players at half-time. Michelle Murphy gets it downfield where we have Diane Dempsey into Baby Larkin. Baby Larkin in front of goal, still driving forward. Baby Larkin definitely fouled as she went forward there, and having discussed at half-time with Colin O'Rourke and some other people who saw the penalty in the first half may have been having looked back at it again, a very debatable decision.
Well, yes, debatable enough, but I think that there were two players marking her. At the same time, she probably could count herself lucky to having got the free.
Now Baby Larkin again making no mistake about it and getting Monaghan's first score after 44 seconds of the first half. Certainly 1-7 for Monaghan. That's 10 points now, 5 points for Laois, and the Monaghan flags being waved aloft by the large crowd they have here. Teresa Shiner Swain driving it out to the centre of the field. Is there a chance again that this might be another draw and a replay extra time maybe to suit Mike Fitzgerald, who was at present holidaying in Barbados, missing his first ever All-Ireland ladies final. There we have the Laois, number 7, very, very tight wing back Claire Casey from Timahoe. She's only 19 years of age, and the early stage of the second half now will be very vital again, won't they, Maeve?
Yes, indeed. This is the time when the players have to get in, combine well, and take their scores. Here we see Monaghan doing just that.
Another great score there from Diane Dempsey.
A great score from Diane Dempsey, and she really is having a superb game. Herself and Angela Larkin combining all the time and taking their scores.
Well, Diane Dempsey, certainly, there's no doubt about it, but the ball came in very nicely, and Diane coming out to it onto her left foot, and she certainly is having a whale of a game, makes no doubt about it whatsoever, as Laois come on the attack again. Now Laois certainly need in the early parts of the second half to be getting more involved in the game and need a few scores. They've missed quite a lot of scores in the early first half as they come on the attack again now, depending a lot on Sue Ramsbottom. The ball driven into the danger zone, nicely picked up inside by Sue. She's going forward again, she's pushing forward. Referee says she's fouled, and every time she gets the ball she takes it quickly low and hard. A great save by Anna Gavin. Oh, that was very, very quick walk there by Sue Ramsbottom. She was thinking, as they do in the army, thinking very, very fast. No, referee is awarding the free again, is that right?
Yes, the free was taken from inside the 14 or inside the 13-yard line, so she'll have to take it again.
If she scored a goal, there'd have been some debate about that one, so she should score the point, surely, but she go for the goal. She kicks it over the bar and she scores the point for Laois. Well, certainly there would have been a lot of debate about that one. If it had gone into the back of the net, what would he have done?
He wouldn't have allowed it.
Yeah, in the story.
Yeah, I think they just wouldn't allow it. It would have to have been taken again. Same story.
Same story. Monaghan about to warm up, a sub on the far side. Des Patton, Mickey Morgan and Michael McKeown, but we have Laois now. They're driving downfield again. Monaghan though have the free, and it will be taken. The lines person is coming into the field. We can see a bit of pulling. Oh yes, an elbow back into the jaw of Linda Brennan by Jenny Green, and interesting to see, will the referee book her? No. Referee now is going into the centre of the field again, Jenny Green, and fixing her hair as he does that, and he's moving out now towards, he's looking for Jenny Green, and he can't see number 9. She's her back turned, she's about to kick the ball, he can't find her. Now she's turned around, and Nikki White comes over, very good of her. She turned around there, showed him her number, and he's booking her, and as we saw on the action shot there, probably rightly so, mate.
Yes, rightly so. Ladies football is played and no extra physical contact allowed. That sort of hitting, attempting to strike is a brutal offence.
Well, we make it exactly 4 minutes gone here, as Monaghan certainly have huge support. They're driving downfield again, and Seamus Waters Electrical prominently displayed their main sponsor. Monaghan, imagine, have been beaten in 2 All-Ireland finals previously. Now can they do it? Diane Dempsey driving downfield again. She certainly is a very, very fit, eager player. She has been, no, the umpire has waved that it had gone wide, and it will be a free out. Well, Monaghan have, from the All-Ireland final of 12 months ago, imagine they've only 5 in the same positions. They have 10 of last year's first 15, and certainly they have trained very, very hard throughout the year. They've had 94 National League champions. Ramsbottom has gone through it here again, a chance of a goal here. She's going for net. She shoots low and hard. A great goal for Laois into the back of the net. What a score for Ramsbottom. She'll be thrilled with that, Maeve.
Yes, indeed, and here we see again, she's such a powerful player, and she is so deadly accurate when she gets close to goal, and so powerful. 2 players pulling her, and she's still able to get her goal in.
Inside here, her left foot up onto her left foot, she turns again, and nobody can stay with. Look at that for the goal, bang, into the back of the net. She's super.
Yes, indeed, 3 players attempting to mark her, and she still gets her goal.
And we just make it now 1-8 to 1-6, just 2 points now between the sides.
I see Sue Ramsbottom is down there injured. She must have got a knock as she was going down there.
Try watching this again, because certainly she left them for dead. Bang into the top of the net, and certainly if the goal, she's injured at the moment, if this woman has to go off, certainly it's 1-8 to 1-6 for Monaghan. We make it 5.5 minutes gone, and if Sue Ramsbottom has to leave the field, Maeve, she would be a major loss.
Yes, it'll be a devastating blow to Laois if Sue Ramsbottom has to go off, because really she is the key pin in their whole attack.
Well, Lorraine Connolly has just gone off for Monaghan. We'll tell you in a moment who has come on. Yes, indeed, Lorraine Connolly has gone off, and number 16 has come on, Maureen Quigley, who played for most of this game here the last day. She comes into the pitch to replace Lorraine Connolly. Pat Ryan very anxious, talking to Sue, and Sue seems to be okay again. Yes, she's fine, and miraculously recovery again. The crowd are delighted to see her up on her feet again. 1-8 to 1-6 in favour of Monaghan, and certainly all to play for now, Maeve.
Yes, indeed, that's it. That this game is turning out to be a really, really terrific game between the teams, and nothing between the teams here. You couldn't tell at this stage who would come off with the cup today.
And isn't that the way to have it? Isn't that the way to have it? Well, Monaghan Laois, where's it going to go? The Brendan Martin Trophy will be going for the first time. Diane Dempsey gone through here. She's going to go for the goal. A great save by the keeper. Gone over the bar. That was some save, Maeve. Oh, Diane Dempsey went right through there. That should have been a goal. And Teresa Shiner-Swain leading by example the way she led last week. It's 1-9 to 1-6. The point will count. But look at this. The ball breaks over the head of the fullback into Dempsey. Dempsey shoots, but it's the feet of Teresa Swain that saves it. It bobs over the bar, and now there are 3 points between the sides. A great save again, Maeve.
Yes, indeed. 2 weeks ago, Teresa Swain acted the part of captain, and again she's doing it again today. A terrific save.
Certainly when a captain leads by example from the back, it gives great spurring to their forward line, and Baby Larkin is giving great leading the half forward line from the 40 with great example, and Angela Larkin gets it inside towards Dempsey. Certainly this is the danger lady up front here for Monaghan.
Yes, this 17-year-old is having a terrific game here today, and she's only 17 years old. What a great day for her.
In over the head of Maureen Quigley, nicely grabbed in there by Liz Lookman. Liz Lookman getting it out towards the sideline. Nicely picked up by Claire Casey, and Claire Casey fouled as she does so. Maureen Quigley backing away from the play. Ginny Green, and these are very, very anxious moments indeed now for Alice Brennan and for all of the Laois team. Their side Wait a second.
Mary Casey fell on top of her.
Now Ginny Greenan down injured at the moment. Mary Casey fell on top of her, and Ginny Greenan appears to be in pain on the shoulder. We can tell you that exactly gone in the game. Is there another sub coming on, warming up across on the far side? There's 8 minutes and 50 seconds gone as the Ginny Greenan certainly would be a big blow if she had to go off. She's standing up just to see how she is. She seems to be straightening out. Yes, the Des Patton, Mickey Morgan and Michael McKeown certainly very, very anxious over there, hoping that everything is all right. Well, let's hope that it is. Yes, indeed, Ginny Greenan comes back, and all is well again. Laois coming on the attack now again in the form of their number 23, Sinead Kelly. Sinead Kelly gets it across towards Connie Conway. Connie Conway pushed somebody, or somebody pushing going on in there, and Brenda McAnespy is now down injured. She appears to be in extreme pain. Brenda, who wants last year's final from the stands, her husband Vincent at the moment is in USA. Her baby Ryan, of course, the youngest of her family, is also here today. Baby Ryan, of course, we can tell you an interesting story there where Mickey McKeown one night after training fed Baby Ryan, would you believe, not with 1 Liga biscuit but with 8 Liga biscuits, and Baby Ryan didn't eat for a month after that. Brenda appears to be in extreme pain. She's one of the all-stars. Certainly great going to come back into this kind of shape again after being up in the stands 12 months ago, Maeve.
Yes, indeed, and that's what ladies football is all about. More and more you have players coming back in. There are many players now who have children who come back in playing better than ever before.
There we see what happened. Sue Ramsbottom fell forward and then fell maybe slightly back again, but it might have been the fall onto the ground that she got, and Brenda is in pain. She's going to continue. Let's hope that she will be able to stay for the hours. Sue Ramsbottom knows now that certainly anytime she can get that ball in there that she will strike danger. 1-6 to 1-9 the scoreboard reads. 10.5 minutes gone, and Laois are coming forward again, but the Monaghan full back line playing with all their power and all their might. Ball breaks down onto the ground again, and it's Maureen Quigley adjudged to have committed a foul. It's a foul for Laois. For these next 10 minutes now are going to be vital, aren't they, Maeve?
Yes, indeed. It's a very exciting game here, and the team that settles down, there's kind of to and fro between the teams now. It'll be interesting to see who gets the next score.
Well, Laois certainly, from having been in big trouble in the first half, are coming back into it in a big way. Referee Nikki White out there. Have we another sub coming on? Referee Nikki White heading across there towards the sideline, and Margaret Brennan now appears to be in trouble over there. Or the lines person is calling, the lines lady is calling the attention.
Yes, indeed, that's Patricia Bohan there from Leitrim, who in fact is the Leitrim chairperson herself, calling over the referee.
She's doing the line today.
She is indeed.
She has obviously spotted something off the ball there.
Yes, something that we haven't spotted ourselves.
Michael McKeown looking at his watch, wondering. Pat Ryan wondering how much time is left in the game. Can his charges do? They're certainly in a commanding position in the sense that they're just trailing by 3 points, playing much better football than they were earlier and availing of chances which they weren't doing early on. Now referee Nicky Brennan, or Nicky White, going for his book again. This time he's booking the number 5 for Monaghan, Anita O'Reilly, and telling Anita O'Reilly to be very careful because it's dangerous when bodies come in contact like that. Pat Ryan whispering into the ear of his number 7, Claire Casey, telling her the fans are quite in the stand, and Lulu Carroll appears to be all right again. Her long flowing hair, Lulu Carroll looks to be okay again. Yes, indeed she is. She works with her uncle's business, the uncle, of course, who also owns an equestrian centre. But Laois coming on the attack now once again, driving forward. The 1996 All-Ireland Senior Ladies Football Final. Laois have been beaten in 6. Monaghan have never won it. Laois have never won it. Monaghan driving forward again. Certainly another goal would make it very, very exciting. Ginny Greening gets it inside, heading towards the sideline, but a great catch in there by the fullback Maureen, or Liz Keogh rather, driving it high out towards the centre of the field again. Up go the hands, grabbing for it, the Monaghan number 12, but it breaks down and comes to Mary Casey. Mary Casey turning onto her right foot and driving it down towards the sideline, where we have coming out for Connie Conway, losing it, but it comes out into the hands of Mary Keogh, the trainee PE teacher who's based out in London, coming home for all her training, driving forward again now here, back into the hands of the number 5, 15, Margaret Brennan, drives a high, probing, dangerous ball, into the keeper, Anna Gavin, the safe, cool hand of the Ahabog girl. She was also in goals, of course, 12 months ago, and now coming way out from her own goal is Linda Gartlin. 19-year-old Linda Gartlin loses the ball. That could be a vital one into Lulu Carroll. Lulu Carroll gets it up the field where Claire Casey drives it forward again. Push on the back, on the corner back, Eileen McIlvany, who was full forward last year and very good friend of Mickey Morgan's. They tell me this, Colleen Niall McIlvany. I can see Mickey Morgan throwing an anxious eye over from the sideline. Maybe something more of that will come in the years ahead. In the years ahead, time alone will tell. But Mickey Morgan looking across to see she all right, and she sure is, as Monaghan drive upfield again. Angela Larkin, certainly the ball, when it comes her way, she certainly knows how to utilise it well. A good fist pass inside to her number 5, Anita O'Reilly. Anita O'Reilly still driving forward to the number 13, Linda Gartlin. Surely a chance of a point here. She gets it inside here. Diane Dempsey turning inside onto her right foot. She shoots low and hard over the bar again. Another great save by Teresa Swade. And certainly she's playing her heart up. But if Laois won 6, Monaghan won 10, we've played exactly 40 minutes and 30 seconds. But watch this again. The ball is fisted inside beautifully by Gartlin. Dempsey turns onto her foot. She has goal in sight, rattles it low and hard, but again swaying, a mighty save by her, the captain. And if Laois have Ramsbottom on one side, Dempsey is by Monaghan on the other side, Maeve.
Yes, and Teresa Swain having to do her part to keep them in the game there. Having a terrific save, because that really was a fine shot from Diane Dempsey. And again, the teams just neck and neck together. It's a very exciting half here, and so much at stake for both teams.
Very, very finely balanced indeed. Referee Nicky White now knows there's a 15 minutes gone of the second half. Laois on the attack here. Danger for Monaghan, but the Monaghan defenders coming out. They're playing marvellous stuff, that Monaghan defence in there today. Ball broken out here by the Laois number 5, Alice Brennan. And Alice Brennan adjudged.
She kicked it on the ground there. There was a player's hands about to go down. That free came because she played her foot on it while a player's hands were about to go down to get that ball. You don't have to have your hands on the ball, you just have to be going down for it.
So a dangerous free kick here, about the same position that Lulu Carroll was when she scored that goal 2 weeks ago. This time she goes for her point. It's high, straight and through. Another very, very important score coming after 15 minutes and 41 seconds for Laois. Their flags go high into the sky. 1-10 for Monaghan, 1-7 for Laois. And it's anybody's game, really, Maeve.
Really, there really is nothing between the teams here, and there's so much at stake. These teams are not going to give up till the final whistle.
Lulu Carroll going forward again, a good pass across here, a great chance here by the number 8, Mary Casey. Surely a point here, fouled as she goes in. Referee awards the free. Another great chance now for Laois to put this one over the bar. Well, in there goes the cornerback. Eileen McIlvany won't be happy with that, but certainly Lulu Carroll should have a very easy task here, Maeve.
Yes, I'd expect Lulu to put this one straight over, and there we are, it's over the bar.
Over the bar, 16 and a half minutes gone, and the crowd enjoying it immensely. Monaghan 1-10, Laois 1-8. and just 2 points now between the sides. And certainly Lulu Carroll very, very happy, a very, very tenacious, good Laois outfit here, who are giving it all their might, but Monaghan will not give up and won't give up until the final whistle. Baby Larkin is down injured, Angela Larkin is down injured. Clearlands, the sponsors of Laois, will be very, very happy with the performance their team are giving, and with the performance of the whole overall game. Irish Banks will be delighted as well, as Baby Larkin up again. What a staunch little girl she is. Angela Larkin, she's only 20 years of age. She's doing a sports and leisure course in Newry, and she's drinking down her little drop of water to try and get back the energy again. Yes, indeed, Sinead Kelly from Temaho would love to be taking home the Brendan Martin Trophy tonight. Well, where's it going to go? We have only 13 minutes left here in Croke Park. Very, very exciting game, 1-8 to 110, and could we be heading for extra time? Don't rule it out. Monaghan now driving forward again. Jenny Greenan kicking it in towards Dempsey, and certainly what a game she's having, and gets it inside towards Bowling. Quigley driving forward is Quigley fouled. Referee is going to give a penalty here. Will have to be a penalty, I'd imagine. Or was it a foul, Maeve?
Well, she did seem to be pulled back again. She might be lucky to have got that as a penalty. The player was pulled back from behind. That is a foul.
Watch it here again. Bowling Quigley going inside. She's about to kick here. As she kicks, she was pulled back. Debatable again. You can watch it over and over and decide for yourself. Teresa Shiner swaying in the goal. Baby Larkin coming up. She's going to go low and hard into the back, off the post, and back out it comes. Unbelievable stuff. Could this be Laois's day when things like that are going their way, Maeve?
Yes, there's a real let-off for Laois, and they'll be delighted with that. That ball, I was sure it was in the back of the net. It's straight out off the post. Now it's out for a little sideline kick.
Here we see it again. She comes up, she kicks it. Very well struck penalty into the lower corner, hit the inside of the post, but the ball bounced back out, and my oh my, that coming after 18 minutes and 40 seconds of the second half. Ball coming across again, now breaking down in there. Dempsey has it in front of goal. Back out to Maggie Cairns. Cairns turning onto her right foot. Kicks it back out. A chance of a point here is taken, is it? Yes, indeed. No, out to the left and gone wide. Linda Gartland had a great chance there. She looked up, got the goals in her sight, but my oh my, it was not to be. But look at the penalty again. Whoa, it was hit perfectly, wasn't it, mate?
Yes, indeed. Very unlucky there off the post. A real let-off for Laois.
Monaghan now driving forward again. Referee blowing a very harsh decision, I would have thought there, but he's the man on the spot, over-carrying, and certainly Nicky White of Wexford is up at the play at any rate. Some of his decisions, you may not agree with him, but like all referees, he's the man on the spot. He calls the shots. We know that 19 minutes and 20 seconds have elapsed, and this, if Laois were to get a goal here, the whole game could swing. Remember, there's only 2 points between the sides. They're attacking again. Ball handled on the ground. It'll be a free out. 110 to 1-8. The 1996 All-Ireland Senior Ladies Football Final taking place here in Croke Park. Little did anybody think the competition would go on for this length of time as the year in ladies football has gone, and certainly for some of these teams they still have to play in the National League yet. Maggie Cairns, oh my, referees' decisions would be questioned, I'm sure, by many man from either county, and it's not easy to keep all the people happy all the time. It just cannot be done. But Laois are now driving back again. Ramsbottom waiting for it. Will she get it? Ball being delivered in towards her. She's out to get it onto her. Oh, she's dangerous. Every time she gets it. Free in, handle the ball on the ground. Referee says no, play on. Wasn't a free, probably, May, was it?
No, I don't believe it was. The player didn't pick it up. You are allowed to play it away from you. She didn't pick it up until she got up off the ground.
Well, standard-wise, compared to the last day, Maeve, how do you rate it today?
A very exciting game, a very close game, tight marking going on, and really players, Monaghan not playing as much flowing football as they were in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Playing with great heart though, Baby Larkin. Diane Dempsey caught behind this time, and referee says take it again. I believe he's very strict on that. Linda Brennan looking tired. Baby Larkin will be happy with that, but she certainly, herself and Diane Dempsey, for Monaghan in particular, are having a marvellous game. Certainly just 2 points between the sides. Hold on a second. Well, we certainly have got a marvellous finish to this game here. We're into the final 9 minutes of the game. Monaghan leading by 2 points, 110 to 1-8. It's all to play for, and one feels that if Ramsbottom gets the ball on her side, Maeve, or Dempsey on the other side, they're going to rattle net.
Yes, indeed. 2 fine full forwards there, and it really is up to the teams to take their scores at this stage. Points are vital at this stage.
Lulu Carroll has been adjudged to a foul there, a great sporting player. really two great sporting teams who have given it all really from right throughout since the campaign started. A Monaghan team who were shell-shocked from 12 months ago and came back and defeated Waterford up in Monaghan. A Laois team who have come back from 6 defeats. It really and truly is a credit to the association, and I know from watching it over the last number of weeks and the publicity it has got, that ladies football is going to grow in strength and strength. And again, Diane Dempsey being caught napping here, a little bit of maybe a lapse of concentration there, and certainly Monaghan wouldn't want to be doing that. Nice ball played into her. Lulu Carroll now coming upfield again. We're in, or Mary Casey rather, coming upfield again. Mary Casey also playing her heart out, nicely fisted away over the sideline. Pat Ryan down there acting as linesman as well. What marvellous work he has put into Laois. And little did Mary Wheatley think that night long ago that she went up to the boxing club to woo him away, that she would succeed in doing it. But of course, like all good Fianna Fáil councillors, they usually get their way at the end of the day. And Mary, who knows where Mary could head for in the future, but certainly she did a marvellous job that night. Sue coming forward again, turning onto her right foot. Fisted outside, a chance here for, referee's going to award a free in, and we have Serena King was about to kick it across. She was fouled as she does so, and we're in for a massive climax here. Another point coming up here probably for Lulu Carroll. We've played 22 minutes and 47 seconds. The scoreboard reads 1-8 for Laois, 1-10 for Monaghan, and maybe we are heading for extra time. Oh my, that could be one that they will rue, but we've said that about so many scores before that who knows. Eileen McIlvany, Maureen Kelly, Audrey O'Reilly, Anita O'Reilly, McInnesby and Katrina Brady in defence are having a marvellous game for Monaghan, and their midfield pairing of Greenan and Farley doing superb, as are their whole forward line. Laois, the same can be said for them. They're now driving forward again here at Monaghan. Oh, great chance now. Angela Larkin going through. Surely she'll take her point here. She sees, the pass too high for Voreen Quigley. And certainly that was a chance. But Quigley has got it. Swain is out of goal. The ball hit across. Lukeman is there. And away come Laois again. But, pulled on the ground. Free in here. And certainly Monaghan should have been taking their scores there. Really a great chance of a point from Angela Larkin.
Yes, Angela Larkin had a chance to put 3 points between the teams there. A too high a pass to Voreen Quigley. A good idea, but the pass wasn't on. She might have been better to take her point.
Well, it just goes to show really how this Monaghan team, there's no selfishness whatsoever. If somebody's in a better position, as Angela Larkin saw there, Voreen she thought was in, she went, the pass was too high, no fault of Voreen. Voreen fisted it across. Liz Lukeman was coming out, bursting forward, as was the corner back, and in there to pick it up was the Monaghan number 12, Michelle Murphy. As she did so, free was awarded. Now, certainly, Teresa Swain is in there, the captain. She's wondering, can they do it? Can they do it? Margaret Feed and Liz Keogh. Liz Keogh will be heading back, of course, to college in England tomorrow, or the day after, the PE College. The crowd getting the Monaghan supporters waving on, getting them working hard behind the scenes. There certainly is a huge crowd. I'd love to hear what the actual official turnout was. We might be able to give it to you later on. We can tell you that officially 24 minutes and 40 seconds have elapsed here. Michelle Murphy's in there. Angela Larkin is in there in front of goal. Claire Casey is up, and all is well again. Angela Larkin, up she comes. In front of goal, a vital one. Up she comes, she kicks it. No nerves, no tension. The Carrick Macross girls straight and true between the posts. The flags go up. Monaghan supporters are here in their thousands. 1-11 to 1-8. We have played 25 minutes and 6 seconds. Baby Larkin, most valuable player in my opinion by far in today's game. That's if Monaghan are to win. Certainly herself and Dempsey for Monaghan. For Laois, Ramsbottom having a whale of a game up there. Lulu doing all in her power. Up it comes again to Linda Brennan. Remember, this is something like the situation 2 weeks ago. Laois trailing by Monaghan trailing by a goal. Laois coming back. We're getting all bamboozled up here. May have very exciting moments.
Yes, very exciting moments, and just one goal, 3 points between the teams. As I said already, there is time for teams to score their points and still win the game.
Lulu Carroll did it exactly 2 weeks ago. Her side were trailing by 3 points. That's where they are at the moment, trailing by 3 points on a marvellous day for ladies Gaelic football here in the home of our national game. Portland Croquig hosting Sa'imal Outlee, Neely and Doughtonacre in Ardnagna. Hockawil Cla Ontak Ayen of Ors or Goramachan shot. August and Megan Boeg Laois and Megan Boeg Munacoin. Neely and Doughtonacre Tiltagamaig and Dairn. Number 16, Voreen Quigley has come way out the field. Linda Garthen, what a game she's having. Gets a great ball inside. Monaghan playing with great tenacious fire. And certainly nobody will be unhappy if this trophy goes back to Monaghan tonight. Marvellous, marvellous game here, and Linda or Jenny Greenan kicking it inside again now. Diane Dempsey certainly having a blinder. Back out to Greenan and Nuncy. Pass fast in the park, a fight to give it a quick chance inside goal, score! Oh, it's the crossbar and back out! Oh, what a let off again for Laois. My, oh my, that coming after exactly 27 minutes of play, and certainly it's all to play for, even at this stage of the game. It's all to play for. Fierce action, unbelievable action in there, down in front of the goal mouth, and we have one of the Laois players down injured. Unbelievable stuff at the moment, Maeve.
Yes, it's incredibly tense at the moment. I can't imagine how the teams are getting on there. They must be very tense. Of course, they're in there and they're playing and they're just getting on with it. Very, very close game here.
Well, certainly Laois have been very, very lucky. Twice the woodwork has saved them, the penalty at the bottom of the post and the crossbar. Then, as well as that, Monaghan now driving forward again. The scoreboard reads 1-8 to 1-11 in favour of Monaghan. We have played 27.5 minutes here in Croke Park. Unbelievable scenes here of excitement if Monaghan were to win this. The same if Laois were to win it. The ball being floated back in, breaking down in there. Liz Lukeman coming, driving it out the field again. We're into the final 2.5 minutes, allowing for injury time. Ramsbottom, 3 points is all that's between the sides. A goal could come. We could be heading for extra time. This is the girl who could bring it. What ball control she has. She's driving forward. She's come way out the field. She's fouled. It's the only way she can be stopped is to be fouled. She may take a quick one. Des Patton is across there on the far side. The vet from Ballybay, living in the scheme, wondering how much time is left. Nikki White is booking the Monaghan fullback. Maureen Kelly from Ahabog. She won't mind that if the Brendan Martin trophy goes back to Monaghan for the first time in their history. The kick to be taken by Sue herself outside the 20-metre line. This is the danger in ladies football. A lobbing ball could go to the back. She goes for her point. She kicks out to the left and gone wide, and with exactly 28.5 minutes gone here in Croke Park, the crowd are dumbfounded. So too is Sue, but Monaghan are battling, and certainly the qualities of having been here before certainly are paying off now. They are battling and battling. We still have 1 minute and 20 seconds to play here in Croke Park, but Monaghan are in the driving seat now for Des Patton, Mickey Morgan, the lucky charm of the outfit, and Michael McKeown, the coach supervisor. They're smiling across there. A great ball across by Baby Larkin. Who's she looking for? She's looking for Mickey Morgan, is she? No, she's looking for Margaret Caddens, the captain. Will she be heading up aloft to pick up the trophy very shortly? Maggie Caddens adjudged to have charge as she went forward there. Mag's feeling happy with the free. Up the field we're going to come. We've played 29 minutes and 15. Is that a goal in Laois?
Well, Monaghan are in top here, and they're combining very well. You had the full half-forward line winning the ball there, playing it from one to another.
Linda Gartland, fouled by Max Phelan as she moved upfield, and referee from Wexford is going to award a free upfield to Monaghan. We have played 29 minutes and 35 seconds. Max Phelan, what a game she has played, and certainly she is playing ladies football with marvellous spirit. Down on the ground is Linda Gartland. Sue Ransbottom not giving up yet, urging on her forces. Michael McKeown out there. Mickey Morgan, Max Phelan disappointed. Time is 10. We're into the final 10 seconds here in Croke Park. Could it be all over? The final 10 seconds here in Croke Park. Could it be all over? The sideline is agog over there. Jenny Greenan getting ready. Mary Robinson glued to her seat down there in Cork and Croke. Absolutely glued to her seat. The ball comes into, is it Anita O'Reilly? Anita O'Reilly drives it inside to Linda Gartner, to Michelle Murphy, the star of Pat Kenny. She looked well, didn't she, last night? I'm sure she'll have enjoyed that one. Kicked inside by Gartland again. Into the back of the net. No, the woodwork has saved it again. Would you believe it? Surely to God, it has to be Monaghan's day now, Maeve.
Yes, indeed. Laois have been let off by the woodwork time and time again. Monaghan really still in front after all those misses, after all those woodwork hits.
Well, what can we say? Absolutely unbelievable stuff. Woodwork saved again there, and back out it comes, but back with the action we go, because Monaghan are on the attack again. Time is up here in Croke Park, and the champions are going to be Monaghan. Around the woodwork once again. It has to be Monaghan. Can she finish off in style? Yes! Maggie Caddens has done it, and Monaghan are going to be the 1996 All-Ireland Senior Ladies Champions, and deservedly so, there's no doubt about it. If a team ever deserved this, it's got to be Monaghan, and the crowd has gone berserk. The game is not over yet. Maureen Quigley hit the high one inside. Down it came, off the crossbar, back onto the ground. The crowds have come onto the field. The ball came out to Maggie Caddens, and the captain bang into the back of the net. Unbelievable scenes here in Croke Park, Maeve.
Yes, and what a day for Margaret Kearns if she was to get that absolutely winning. That'll absolutely see the Monaghan win the All-Ireland. Maggie Kearns going to be very happy tonight if she takes that cup home with her.
Unbelievable stuff, really, as we enter the final moments here in Croke Park. Laois are coming on the attack again. Oh my, what can we say? Just absolutely unbelievable stuff as Laois come on the attack here once again.
It's absolutely very tense down here. There can't be less than a minute left in the game. Can Laois get another goal? Can they get back into this game?
2:11 to 1:9. Referee looking at his watch. We've played 32 minutes and 14 seconds. Absolutely unbelievable scenes here in Croke Park. But for the whole Monaghan squad, certainly it'll be a day to remember. Lulu Carroll, Laois have tried their heart out and they're still driving forward. 2:11 to 1:9. Monaghan are no doubt going to be All-Ireland Senior Ladies Champions. The Brendan Martin Cup goes back to Monaghan for the first time. We're going to see history here. Ramsbottom is still going forward. What a game she has played. What a game the whole Laois team have played. Referee looking at his watch. It's not over yet. The crowd are coming onto the field. It's not over yet. The crowd are coming onto the field. There are going to be some scenes down here. But what a game Laois have played. They've tried their absolute heart. They've tried their heart out. It was not to be their day, but certainly 7 All-Ireland finals to have been beaten in, just unbelievable. As Monaghan drive downfield again, Maggie Kearns, but for the whole Monaghan squad, Anna Gavin, Eileen McIlvany, Maureen Kelly, Audrey O'Reilly, Anita O'Reilly, Brenda McInnesby, Katrina Brady, Linda Farrelly, Ginny Green and Margaret Kearns, Angela Larkin, Michelle Murphy, Linda Gartland, Diane Dempsey, Lorraine Connolly, Maureen Quigley, Catherine Finnegan, Mary Rooney, Carmel McMahon, Davina McCaffrey, Olga McCaffrey, Phoebe Carroll, Brenda McFallon, Alison Traynor. What a game for all of them. Brenda Swift, if I let anybody out, forgive me. Look at the crowds about to burst onto the field. The game is all over. And look at the crowds busting onto the field. Monaghan are the 1996 All-Ireland champions. Angela Larkin is on the ground. The crowd are gone berserk. Unbelievable scenes. And I don't think I've seen the likes of it in Croke Park for years. Hugs all round, but to Des Patton, Mickey McCone, or Michael McCone and Mickey Morgan, we say well done. You were absolutely unbelievable. The work you put in was unreal, and there is no doubt with the trophy Maeve is going where it should be tonight.
Yes, indeed, Monaghan richly deserve this game. They really do deserve it. All the times they hit the woodwork, and still they scored and they won that game. Easily won it, and won it by a large score at the end of the day. You'll have to feel sorry for Laois. It is terrible to come to.
No one can deny it, really. It has to be Monaghan's day. Absolutely unbelievable. The scenes of hugging and joy. Ginny Greenan out there, unbelievable. Well, the crowds have swarmed onto the pitch. Sue Ramsbottom, absolutely unconsolable. And really and truly, she played her heart out. The tears are in her eyes. And nothing that anybody says at this point in time will come anywhere near trying to console her. Well, for Monaghan, certainly it is their day. The scores came for Monaghan. Angela Larkin scored 5 points. Diane Dempsey scored 4. Michelle Murphy and Maggie Kearns scored a goal each. Linda Gartland and got a point, and certainly a marvellous day for them. Sue still unconsolable as she's out there talking to Linda Brennan. The head is down, the hands are on the head, and for them it's going to be a long way back. But look at those Monaghan supporters, absolutely over the moon. Who would believe it? Up in Monaghan, it started all back in 1991. They formed the first county board ever, came together with 4 clubs. Today there are 18 clubs, 800 registered players, and competitions for under 12, under 14, under 16, minor and senior. And what a day it is for Monaghan. They're the young lads in the crowd, the young lassies in the crowd, and certainly it's a day that will never ever be forgotten. For Des Patton, for Mickey Morgan and Michael McCone, well, what can we say as the crowd are swarmed around Croke Park. The presentation will be on very shortly, but Maggie Kearns at the moment is over there as we see Sue again trying to be consoled. But it's Monaghan's day, and there is no doubt about that. The crowd's waiting out there, the flags are waving. What excitement there is. Maggie Kearns, will they get her out? I have never seen a captain to be kept as long in any field. And there we have up facing us the trainer Pat Ryan, very disappointed indeed. crying, tears being shed there by his players, Max Field and Mary Robinson, looking marvellous. Christy Burden, Helen O'Rourke, they're all wondering where in God's name is Maggie Cadden, as the tears pour down from the eyes of the absolute shattered Laois players who have given it their all, not their day. Mary Wheatley, Pat Ryan, all the backroom team. Well, just one of those days. In football, there's got to be a winner, there's got to be a loser. No words of consolation will do them at this stage, but with the help of God, they may be back here again next year.
Certainly unbelievable excitement here as the crowds are about to come over here. Absolutely marvellous for Monaghan, there is no doubt about it. And very, very shortly now we'll have the cup presentation. Mary Robinson very, very happy looking up there, standing beside Helen O'Rourke. An absolutely unbelievable day for Monaghan, and certainly with all the times that the ball hit the upright, etc. They're waiting to get the captain up here, Maggie Cadden, and what a cheer she's going to get. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable, and why not? John Bruton up there as well, and also of course the president's husband Nick, to the right a picture with the very, very nice beard. It's unbelievable moments down here on the touchline. The captain, Margaret Brennan, or Maggie Cadden, certainly from Mahabog. It's difficulty getting it up there, but she certainly has arrived and is making her way up to absolutely unbelievable applause from the crowd. What a day for her, the 30-year-old housewife, whose favourite footballer is Mary Jo Curran of Kerry. She has said in the programme, what a day for her two children, Michelle and McCartan, and what a year for her. What a great day for Helen O'Rourke, going out as her last year as president.
The women of Laois and Monaghan on an excellent display of football here again.
Brenda McInnesby is over the moon.
Country with the display of football that she did 2 weeks ago. And I don't think anybody could believe that they could be here today. The women of the world played a fantastic game.
Wasn't that some win, wasn't it? Maggie, is it?
To our great sponsors, AIB, for the sponsors of the student championship of the year. It's also a great to have our sponsors, the Cabinet of AIB, supporting us. So thank you very much for having both our games, AIB and AIB.
Yes, Helen O'Rourke thanking AIB, the sponsors, and how right indeed she is. But Maggie Cadden, what a proud day for her.
For the use of the 5 facilities here today. I think it's everybody's dream to play in a place like Croke Park, and the women have all a fantastic dream today. And no, the girls of Monaghan and Laois got 2 great days out of them. So don't leave them having come and lose that play. And then currently on all the ground, Karen, Brendan Martin, are gonna captain we call Monaghan.
And Brenda McInnesby passes around. Yes, how happy they are. What a marvellous speech, Oscailge. A long, long day, she said, since any cup like this has gone back to Monaghan.
And to the girls that joined us since then, the youngsters of the side. What a wonderful team! What a wonderful panel! I want to thank for this passing their manager. The trainers and selectors, Nicky Morgan and Michael McCone. You told us you would take us to an All-Ireland victory in 1996, and this evening you have done just that. A just reward for all your efforts. I want to thank Anita Finnegan and Cara Hahn for being attendant. Our sponsors, big and small, to the media, particularly Northern Standard and Northern South. Yes. Northern South particularly, in conjunction with Laois, for bringing this historic day to the homes of the Monaghan people that couldn't be with us here today. Especially three very close friends of mine, Eddie Murphy, Paddy McPhillips, who is hospitalised, and a lass of mine, a nearly 5-year-old in Cardinal across Bridget McCabe.
Maggie Cotton certainly forgetting nobody.
Chairman of the Common Pelly and the Mon Willicon, and all of your officers, this is your day too. To come on this last year in Monaghan for the use of your facilities for games and training all year. And I have a message for Northern Sound, that is, if you're still transmitting. Tell the people of County Monaghan and the surrounding border counties that this Monaghan team will not be coming slipping home in the dark. You say that. We'll be coming home with their elusive All-Ireland trophy, and we'll take every street in every town. I want to thank Gavin Deeside.
Yeah.
McCartan in the
The last day, the result was
Young McCartan. Young McCartan.
there has to be a loser. And all I can say
Has joined his mammy on the podium.
keep it up, girls. Your day will come. To the officials here today, the referee, the line people, and the umpires. The captain wants to say words, but I don't think she's best prepared. Three cheers for you. Hip hip. My thanking you to the supporters. And I want to to the parents, my own parents and family, parents and families of the girls,
Yeah, hang on for that one. Just a minute. Yeah, just take this one first.